Good morning children. I am Ramya, your science teacher of Kakatiya Public School. Today I am here with another new topic, birds. Okay, so as birds are also living organisms, they need food to survive. Okay, so we are having the mouth to take the food. Similarly, birds are using their beaks to take the food inside. With the help of beaks, they will be taking food inside, and so they need the food. So with the help of beaks, they will be taking the food, and the claws, whatever the legs it is having, we call it as claws. With the help of claws, they will be holding the food, catch the food and eat the food. And this food, some birds will be eating the other animals, small animals, and also they will eat some seeds, grains, and like small plants, etc. Okay, so fruits also they will be eating. Fruits also they will be eating. Okay, so that means with the help of beaks and claws only, birds will able to hold the food, catch the food and eat the food. So all birds, there are number of birds in our surroundings. So different birds have different kinds of beaks through which they will be taking the food. So today now in our class we are going to study about the different kinds of beaks and different kinds of claws, how these are helping bird to take the food and also for catching the food. First coming to the strong, sharp, hooked beak. Hooked beak. Okay. So first one is strong, sharp, hooked beak. So this kind of beaks you can see in a eagle, vultures, etc. Okay. With the help of this strong, sharp and hooked, like hook it will be there. You know hooks? Hook. So in that way they will be having the strong, sharp, hooked beak. With the help of this they will be catching what they will be eating. They will be eating the small animals like worms, chick, okay, mice, etc. So with the help of this strong hooked sharp beak they will be catching that and they will be flying away in the sky and go and sitting in the ground or on the tree. They will be eating this food. This is about the strong sharp hooked beak. Next we are going to see another type of beak. Okay, next one is a sharp, hard, pointed beak. Sharp, listen carefully, sharp, hard, pointed beak. Sharp, hard, pointed beak. This kind of beak you can see in a pigeon, sparrow, peacock. Okay, peacock. You can see these kind of beaks in a pigeon, sparrow and peacock. What they will do, how this beak is helpful to them, that means this will be eating the grains and the nuts. This kind of sharp pointed beak which helps the birds to crush the nuts and the seeds or grains whatever they are eating, which helps him into easily breaking the hard substances. like grains and the seeds or the nuts. This is about the sharp, hard, pointed beak. Next coming to the strong and the curved beak. Curved beak. Okay, strong and the curved beak. By seeing this beak, you can be getting into mind about one bird, beautiful bird. That is nothing but the parrot. Okay, this parrot, it will be eating the fruits. Okay, it is eating the fruits and the seeds are also. Okay, so this kind of beak will be helping that parrot to crush to break the fruits and nuts. Okay, and it will be helping it to eat even on to climb the trees also. It will be helping. So what they will eat? The fruits and helps to climb the trees also. Climb the trees also, it will be helpful. Okay, this is about the strong and the curved beak. Example, parrot. What they eat? Fruits and they help them to climb the trees also. Next coming to the strong and the chisel shaped beak. Chisel is nothing but in our houses nails will be there, iron nails. They want to put the nails to the wall. Okay, at that time they will be using like hammer. They will be using one hammer to insert that nail into the wall. So that kind of beak we call it as a chisel shaped beak. Okay, that kind only, the beak will be of that kind only. So in which bird you can see? In a woodpecker. In woodpecker have this strong and the chisel shaped beak. So that means instead of hammer they will be with the help of hammer they will be doing the carvings, like on the stones they will be doing carving so that it will get one shape. Whatever they are holding to do the shape of the stones, that we call it as a chisel. Okay, that we call it as a chisel, and that shape of beak is having for the woodpecker, which helps the woodpecker to make holes in the trunk of a tree. To make holes in the trunk. Okay, trunk of a tree. So it will be useful to this woodpecker. Okay, next coming to the broad and the short beak. Broad and the short beak. This kind of beak you can see in a swallow bird. Bird name is a swallow. It is having mouth inside its beak. Its mouth is very sticky. Its mouth is very sticky, and while it is flying in the sky, it will be opening its mouth. It's opening its beak and flying in the sky, because whatever the insects which are flying in the sky will be easily trapped into its mouth because of its sticky nature. Because of its sticky nature, as it is flying in the sky, opening its beak, inside mouth it is very sticky, like gummy. So once that insect enters into the mouth, it will be stuck into the mouth, and in that way it is opened. It is eating. That is why it is opening the mouth and flying in the sky. This is about the broad and the short beak. Next we are going to see another type of. Okay, next one is the long and the slender beak. Next one is a long and slender beak. In this example, you can see in which kind? Hoopoe. The bird name is hoopoe. It is having very long and slender beak. That is very thin beak, very long one and a slender beak, which helps to take out the insects from the ground. Which helps to take out the insects which are present inside the ground. Take out insects which are inside the ground. Okay. So with the help of this beak, they will be taking out the insects which are present inside the ground. This way its beak is useful. Next coming to the broad and the flat beak. Next one is the broad and flat beak, like this. Broad and flat. It will be flat. Broad and flat beak. This kind of beak you can see in a duck. Where duck will live, children? Duck lives in a water. And here they are having the holes. On this beak, they are having on either side of the beak, they will be having the holes. As it is living in the water, it will be taking the water along with the food like small fishes, okay, worms or plants, whatever it may be, food which it is taking along with the mud, water, everything will be entering into the inside. At that time, what is happening? Whatever the holes are present here, what it will do after taking this all at a time inside, with the help of that holes, this mud and water will be escaping. This mud and water will be escaping, and the food like small fishes, worms, plants, etc. will remain in the mouth itself, and they can be taking the food easily. This is all about the different kinds of beaks which birds have, which helps them to take the food. Now we are going to see about the different types of claws and how these claws are helping the bird to take the food, catch the food. Okay? Okay, next one is the feet and the claws. Just now in the beginning of the class I told that beaks and claws are helpful for the animals to take the food. So here claws are helping the birds to catch and eat the food. And also they will be helpful in protecting themselves from the enemies, and also to sit on the branches, sit on the trees and to move about. In this way the claws are helpful. So different birds are having the different kinds of claws, so that which will be helping them to find the food or to catch the food, to take the food. First coming to the flesh-eating birds. Flesh-eating birds, like you can take it as a eagle, hawks, vultures, etc. They are having the strong, sharp and curved claws. Strong, sharp and curved claws. Curved claws they are having, and these kind of claws we call it as talons. They are called as talons. And how they are helpful to catch the live prey, not the dead one, live one. That means as they are flying in the sky, if they find any birds or insects or anything in the ground, they will be just coming down and holding with their claws, and they will be running, like rats, toads, etc. Okay, like rats, snakes, etc. Okay, this is about the flesh-eating birds. Next coming to the perching birds. Perching is nothing but the sitting on a branches. Sitting, relaxing birds. So sitting birds we call it as a perching birds. In this you can see examples like myna, crow, okay, etc. These are birds having the perching claws, and these perching birds having the claws in front. They are having three toes in front and one back side. Okay, one back side, and these will be helping to hold the branches tightly. Hold the branches tightly, and they will be sitting on the branches, and they will, even by sitting like that they can sleep also. Then also they won't fall. That's why they are having very strong and strong claws. Okay. Okay, that is about the perching birds. Next coming to the scratching birds. Scratching birds example hens, peacocks, okay, peacocks etc. Then what they will do? They are also having the 3 toes in front and 1 back side. Okay, with the help of this they will be scratching the ground deep inside to get out the dirt which are present inside insects and the seeds. Insects and seeds. So deep inside they will be scratching the mud repeatedly as they will be finding the insects inside, deep inside and the seeds. So in this way scratching birds will be using their claws to take the food. Next we are going to see another 3 types of claws. Okay, next one is the climbing birds. Next one is the climbing birds. Examples you can see parrots, woodpeckers. In this kind of birds, that there are 4 toes, 2 are upwards, 2 toes are upwards and 2 are downwards. Children, you don't worry, I will be posting the pictures for each and every type of a claws and the beaks. Don't worry, while seeing that pictures you can understand easily. Okay, so 2 toes, here all the 4 toes are very sharp and pointed. These 2 toes are faced upwards and 2 are downwards. In this type of arrangement will be helping them to hold the branches tightly, catch the branches tightly and also to jump from one branch to one easily. Okay, that is about the climbing birds. Next coming to the swimming birds. This type of birds having a special type of feet called as a webbed feet. Webbed feet, generally you can see it in a duck. They are having the complete 4 toes, 3 are front and 1 is back. 1 is back, and if you see this, here it is one is back. Okay children, I will be posting the pictures. I cannot show in the picture. Why? Because it is you can't understand easily. So 3 front and 1 back, and the 3 toes which are having, see in this way, 3 toes which are having front will be joined with the skin here. This, suppose you imagine that these 3 are toes, and in between these toes there will be having the skin. They are having the skin which makes a shape like web, and it will be useful them to swim easily in the water. Swim easily in the water. That is about the swimming birds. Next coming to the wading birds. Next coming to the wading birds. Example cranes, herons. They are having the long, okay, they are having the long legs and the feet is very flat. That means it is spreaded over, and they are also having the feet like spreading over, and they will be helping them to wade the mud and everything while they are moving in the water. While they are moving in the water, with the help of this kind of feet, they will be wade away the mud while they are moving in the water. This is all about the different kinds of feet and claws and also the beaks. Okay, well, in middle each and every kind I will be pasting the pictures so that you can understand very easily. Okay, so now I am giving you the worksheet. Okay children, here is the worksheet. First question, what kind of beaks do most grain eating birds have? So here some birds will be eating the grains and nuts, seeds, etc. Some will be eating the other animals. So which kind of beaks do most grain eating birds will be having. So they will be having the sharp pointed curved beak, okay, strong beak, flat beaks, etc. So next one is, how do the legs of wading birds help them? Just now I told. So first that is about the cranes and the herons. Cranes and the herons are the birds having the wading type of, like a wading type of the feet, which will be helping them to what, while removing the mud and also not getting wet. They won't get wet while they are going in the water. Next, how do the feet of perching birds help them? How do the feet of perching birds help them? Perching is nothing but sitting on the twigs or branches. So how they are helping? They are helping to hold the branch tightly to not to fall. Then by not falling, they will be helping them to hold the branch very tightly. This is a small worksheet. I will be giving some as the following along with the pictures, and I am also be posting the pictures to understand your topic very clearly. Okay? So do the worksheet, listen the class, watch the video. Okay? Then you will be getting the answers. So I will be coming soon with the revision video. Till that time, what you do? Keep smiling.